Hello, it's Flayer here, and today I want to talk about the new Chaos Dungeon. But first of all, I want to say a little sorry about my last video because I misread the airstrike first skill. It's not actually a cleanse, it just decreases the effect count. So with the explosion, or would you say as bombs, it would actually cause the bombs to land earlier. So it's not actually a bomb counter because I misread it. It doesn't say it removes, it says it decreases the time. So it only works against something like a one turn defense break or something like that. But yeah, this morning I was able to do the extreme dungeon. As you can see here, I did manage to beat it a little bit over 50%. So that actually allowed me to gain 12 shots on one run. So that's pretty amazing if you ask me. If you think about it, if we can get 3 times 12 shots a day from our friend dungeons, it's 36 pieces. And if we are able to open by chance our own dungeon, for example, we get sometimes not 5 or stuff like that, we can actually gain something like 50 pieces a day. That's insane. If we think it in a year, it's something like over 15,000 pieces. So that's like insane free-to-play value. I just can't believe they actually did this dungeon. But yeah, then on the ideas that I have. So as we all know, Hall of Chaos, it doesn't summon any minions. It's just the one boss, and it doesn't have any minions or anything like that. So the mana gaining is really hard, at least what I have seen. So that makes me wonder, should we use something like maybe ambush and just use the 0 mana costing skills, because we ain't gonna gain any mana back from knockdowns or kills as we usually have. For example, if we play P9 or P10, there are waves with 5 units, we get kills, we get knockdowns, we gain mana back. So in Hall of Chaos we can only knock down the boss, and it happens pretty rarely due to cleansing. So just makes me wonder that should we use something like, for example, the ambush for 0 mana costing, and so we can deal constant damage without spending the mana. That might help. I have to try it out. At the moment I don't have runes on my ambush because I didn't feel like he's really good, so I kinda ignored this guy. And the other thing is that, of course, we should maybe run a cleanser in there and some kind of healer, for example Whirlwind or Wind Jetpack or something like that. Since, for example, this guy, he can remove debuffs, he can cast a regen, so he can make the team survive. Of course there's a timer, so you can't just use full tank teams because you want to deal damage as fast as you can. But this guy would actually help you survive a little bit more solid. But if we think about the new mechanic that this dungeon kinda has, with just the one unit, no minions, no waves or anything like that, and if we think about units we kind of neglect at this point, for example food fight, it has been pretty crappy right at the moment. I haven't used it anywhere. It doesn't fit anywhere, I believe. Maybe in PvP, but nah, there are better options for that. But if you think about the food fight and the new Chaos dungeon, think about it. There is just one target. So the food fight targeting mechanism kind of works nicely, right? Because you can cast the target for 2 or 3 turns, depending on if you skill this up, and you can increase the target. And with the leader skill, every unit that attacks the boss which is under a target will gain heals. So this kind of makes food fight a good option, at least in paper. I haven't tested in real battles, so keep that in mind. But in paper, you would cast the target and your auto monsters will hit the chaos boss and they will all heal. So it kind of works nicely because there's just one target. It increases the value of food fight really much. So that should work in my opinion. And the other thing is the runes that we all hate, which is accuracy runes. So we all have plenty of them, I believe. At least I have some of those and I haven't been able to use them in anywhere. So maybe in this new chaos dungeon, and I say big maybe. Why accuracy? Well, the boss seems to be evading everything and it always glances. Not always, but many times it will glance. And I believe that's because we have low accuracy, because nobody is running accuracy and nobody is focusing on accuracy substats or anything like that. But it seems to me that in this dungeon you should have accuracy, at least if you want to even try to knock down the boss. And it comes hugely into play when you play the extreme dungeon and the final third stage, because the boss actually has a lot of HP and deals pretty high damage. So if you would not glance and would actually hit the boss and make the endurance go down, get some knockdown, stuff like that, I believe that might be the key for the best score possibly. So I want to really try it out. At the moment I can't because my food fight is 5-star and I don't have the shards to upgrade this guy. So, but I really want to try, for example, food fight with accuracy, maybe something like HP here and slot 6, I don't know, attack or something like that, and try to see how it works in a real battle. Is the food fight able to support the healing on the team, and with the high accuracy is he able to cause some endurance down hits? So that I really want to test, but I can't at the moment. But if the accuracy works like I believe it do in our Hall of Chaos, then I believe we should build some kind of DPS monsters for the Hall of Chaos purpose only, because the accuracy is kind of wasted on P10. The glancing is not a problem in there, but in this Chaos dungeon the glancing is a problem. So I would not suggest you to play accuracy runes on the P9 or P10, but for this Chaos dungeon it might be actually worthwhile. So what do you guys think about this? Should we use monsters like food fight or something like that in the Hall of Chaos, because AoE damage is not good in there? Should we use accuracy runes? What do you think about all this theory? Leave a comment and we can talk about those things. And thanks for watching. Bye.